Having a cat is cute on TikTok. In real life, it's cute, chaotic, and slightly disrespectful. Hi, welcome back to Teen Drama with me, Destiny B, and today we're talking about how I recently got a cat, and this is how my tiny animal is ruining my whole life. Yeah, this is not a professional pet care episode, but it is me just yapping. Also, I want to apologize for, not posting. I did move again. Yeah, this is my first time recording in the new place. So yeah, maybe I'll do a moving episode soon. Who knows? Anyways, I think this is going to be like a chill episode. Okay, so segment 1, why I even got a cat. Every pet has an origin story, and mine is a mix of impulse, emotions, and delusion. Anyways, so what made me want a cat in the first place was honestly, sometimes I low-key be lonely. Like, I wanted a cat, I wanted an emotional support animal, I wanted someone to hang out with me. And also because I'd never been able to have a cat before. And my parents recently got divorced, and my dad was the one who didn't want a pet. So my mom was like, yeah, you can get a cat. So we had gotten a cat because I had begged her to do it. And yeah, so that's the reason that I did it. I've been wanting a cat for a very long time, and I was like, I'm actually going to do this. My sister was not happy about it. She lives with us, and she was not happy about it having it. So yeah, that was a whole issue, but I thought it was going to be really cool. So in my head, I was getting a calm emotional support animal, but in real life, I got a furry toddler with claws. So, I just knew this cat and I were going to be peaceful roommates. I didn't expect a landlord. Okay, so segment 2 is going to be the first days at home. Actually, you know what? Segment 2 is going to be how I acquired said cat. So basically, I had gone to the first animal shelter. They were closed randomly. Second animal shelter, I don't really know what was happening with my cat, like, whatever. But I literally, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, when I got my cat or whatever, I was so happy about it. And not only was I randomly happy about it, but also when I got to the shelter and I saw my cat, his name is Green Bean, but at the shelter, his name was Dean. And I literally was like, oh, he's so cute. He was looking at me with big eyes. And I was like, can I visit him? I visited him, and I literally, he touched my finger with his nose. And I was like, Mom, this is the one. This is my baby. So that's how I acquired a cat. Anyway, segment 3, the first days at home. So bringing home a cat is like bringing home a tiny roommate that you didn't make an agreement with. So the first day or two, he was kind of hiding under my bed a lot. And also, my mom wanted me, to have him bond with me more than everyone else in the house, because it was, my cat. And, so he wasn't really allowed to leave my room. So he had his little litter box. He had a cat bed, and he's yet to sleep in the cat bed, mind you. We've had him for maybe 2 weeks, a month, something like that. I'm really bad at time. But he's yet to touch the cat bed, doesn't even touch it. He has his little mat, he has his food, his water, all of it's in my room. And so he would go under the bed the first couple of days. He was kind of hiding from everyone. And then as he got more used to it, I remember the first day, I was kind of like, I don't think he likes me. And then I woke up, and he was literally, sleeping, right next to me. I was, accidentally spooning this cat. So I was like, oh, he actually does kind of like me. But he was immediately claiming the house. And then, for me, I was, kind of watching it, making sure he was breathing. I was like, what does this mean? What does this sound mean? I was looking up things. I was looking in the little charts and papers I did, making sure I wouldn't do anything wrong. I was setting up his space, do we have enough toys, There wasn't anything, messed up, but he just kind of, pulled up. But, I was trying to be a responsible pet owner. My cat was trying to break out of, witness protection. I don't know. I googled, is it normal if my cat, ... 8 times in one day? And by one day, I mean 1 hour. Okay, so segment 5, wait, am I in segment 5 or segment 4? Segment 4, things nobody told me about having a cat. There are some things that you just don't understand about having cats until you own one. The random zoomies at 3 a.m. So cats, I don't know if this is, true or not, so don't take my word for it, but I swear they do their sleep cycle, how we have, 4 sleep cycles, but we do it all at one time. They do a sleep cycle, wake up, chill, and then they do it again, and they will sleep all day, but also, in the middle of the night, they begin the zoomies, and he opens doors. So he opens the door, goes out into the hallway, zooms up and down the stairs, and I have to wake up and go get him. Because, yeah. Also, they be staring at nothing, and I think there's a ghost, and I'm like, is there a bug? Is it the wind? Like, what are you staring at? I swear they can see atomic particles. Like, they just be staring at stuff. Also, they choose the most inconvenient place to sit. Like, I'll be on a laptop, and he'll just lay on the keyboard, destroy my entire essay. Just click the delete button. He'd be laying on the clothes I want to wear. I'll be trying to adjust my blanket, and all of a sudden I see his fat behind laying on my blanket. I'm like, oh my god. He loves to choose the worst things. The first couple days there was hair everywhere. I think it was just mainly nervous shedding, but there was so much hair. And I got a brush. I actually got a de-shedding brush, which is kind of like cuts the hair kind of, I think. I don't really know how it does it. But that helped a lot. But I was like, why is there so much hair? And it was just everywhere. My clothes, my bed. And it's better now, but I think it was mainly just nervous shedding. Another thing that was not a stereotype was he was scratching at the couch. So he didn't have a scratcher when we first got him. So we bought him 3 scratchers. I think he has one in the living room, one on the stairs, and one upstairs. And that helped out a lot with the scratching the couch because he can scratch other things now. But also, my mom put like these plastic things on the sides of our couch. They're like stickies. So he can't really scratch it, which is hilarious. Also, something funny that happened was like my mom trying to get him not to scratch the couch and put foil on the ground because apparently that's supposed to scare cats or like feel painful to them or something when they touch it. So as like a big FU to my mom, my cat just looks at the toilet paper, licks it, lays his whole body on it, and eats it. He can't swallow, he's just chewing it up and spitting it out, but still. And then he's going to ignore you all day, but if you shut the door when he's outside, he will panic. Cats love personal space until it's your personal space, then suddenly it's community property. Yeah. Also, like, why they be swimming around the house at 2 a.m. like the rain is due? I can't. Okay, segment 5. My life before versus after having a cat. One tiny change shifted your whole routine. So my sleep schedule changes. I wake up on time actually now because my cat will literally freaking start clawing at my face at the butt crack of dawn. Yeah. Also, I have to clean more often. I have to vacuum more. I have to protect my furniture. Also, the litter box is so annoying. I actually bought, like, dog poop bags so that the litter, like, stuff or whatever, like, I wouldn't just be putting it in a trash can. I would put it in the doggy bags and put it outside in the garage because I don't want anything smelling like that. It's nasty and I don't like it. Yeah, it's just a lot of cleaning, lint rolling all my clothes. It's, oh my god. And I also have to balance my cat time with my own personal life, school, and work. And I'm like, but I want to be with my baby. That's how it feels, literally. Like, before the cat, I could just leave. Now I'm checking the water, food, toys, and doing a whole emotional goodbye. Like, also, like, I be forgetting so much that he has to eat food. And I have a gravity feeder because I forget to feed him. But sometimes when it runs out, I'm like, oh, shoot, you're starving. And I feel really bad about it, so I give him a treat. Also, okay, so then the next thing about having a cat, I kind of forgot what it was, so my mother called me, so, you know. So this, like, segment 6, things my cat does that are, cute and also slightly toxic. So my cat's adorable and low-key, like, manipulative, though. Like, he'll follow me to the house like a little shadow, but if I touch him, he will run away like I electrocuted him. And I'm like, so then why were you chasing me? I'm confused. I don't get it. Headbutts, purring, and cuddles. Only when they wouldn't, though. Like, if you touch them, other than that, they will attempt to bite you. I have so many scratches and bites on my arms from trying to give cuddles when cuddles were not wanted. It's a horrible idea. Ignoring toys, but loving random objects. Like, I'll give him toys, but at some point I have a crochet top with, like, beads hanging from it, and it's a string of beads, and at some point I just had to put some beads on a string and tie it to my doorknob because he loves that so much more than any toy. He loves cardboard boxes, he loves paper, plastic, anything on the floor, really. His toys, completely ignored. I mean, I'll be like, oh, do you want to buy him more toys? No. Why would I buy him more toys and I can just give him trash? Because he's not going to touch the toys, obviously. Yeah. And then he's going to be clingy and then acting brand new. Next. Also, my cat will ignore me for hours and then act offended if I don't drop everything the moment they want attention. Like, they have me trained. Like, I'm the pet. I swear. I swear. Like, not in a furry way, though. I'm not furry, I swear. Segment 7, what having a cat taught me. Beyond the jokes, having a pet actually changes you a little. Like, responsibility, like, I have to feed you on time, I have to clean you on time, I have to balance my life with your life, you know. Also patience. I have to understand their personality. I have to look at them. I have to be like, okay, I want cuddles, you don't want cuddles, you know, like cat consent, I don't know. Emotional support. They make you laugh. They feel less alone. They're comforting you when you stress. I was once crying and he just climbs in my bed and just sits on my knees. And I was like, thank you, Green Bean. You know? Like, how it feels to know, like, this little animal trusts and depends on you. It's like, hello. Like, I joke a lot, but having a cat forced me to be more consistent. And it's crazy how a pet can't talk and still makes you feel, like, so understood. Some rapid fire things about having a cat is, you know, you're a cat owner when you move slower because you're scared of stepping on them in the dark at nighttime. You have scratches and say, it's okay, they didn't mean it. Your camera roll is not 80% cat pictures. You talk to them like they're a person. You feel guilty for leaving them on the house too long. You spell out walk or treat around them like they know English. You rearrange where you sit or sleep because they look comfortable. Like, if he's in the middle of my bed, baby, I'm sleeping on the floor. If your camera roll is just selfies and now it's cat, welcome to the club. But final thoughts, getting a cat is not just a cute moment for the feed. It is a real responsibility, but it also brings a lot of joy, comfort into your daily life. If you've been thinking about getting a pet, just know it will change your routine, your sleep, and your floors, but it might also change how you feel when you walk into the door. That's all for today. This episode of Teen Drama with me. Follow with me, Destiny B. Follow, like, comment, do all the interactive thingies, and tell me if you have a pet, is that the most chaotic or funny thing you've ever done? And if you don't, would you ever get one? Why or why not? And do that in my Spotify or YouTube comments because those are the ones that I check. Anyways, it's going to be all for today's episode. Again, this is Teen Drama with me, Destiny B. And I will see y'all next episode. Bye!